Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. We welcome you to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Today we are going to discuss about imperfect competition under market structure and pricing. Okay children. The concept of imperfect competition was propounded in 1933 in England by Joan Robinson and in America by Edward Chamberlain in the year 1899. This period was from 1899 to 1967. Now, this imperfect competition, it is an important market category where the individual firms exercise their control over the price. So, the price control will be in the hands of an individual in imperfect competition. And it is a competitive market situation. So, we can find many sellers, but they are selling heterogeneous, means dissimilar. What is the meaning of the word heterogeneous? Dissimilar goods. Just it is opposite to the perfect competitive market scenario. As the name suggests, competitive markets are imperfect in nature. Yesterday we discussed about perfect competition, isn't it? So you know what are the features of perfect competition. So imperfect competition is just opposite to this perfect competition. Now it is the real world competition. Yesterday we discussed that perfect competition was imaginary one, isn't it? No competition can be perfect. We discussed about that. But this imperfect competition is real world competition. Today, some of the industries and sellers, they are following this to earn surplus profits. Surplus profits means excess profits. They may expect to get 10 lakh profit, means in that sense if they are getting more than 10 lakhs, so that is called surplus profit. So in this market scenario, the seller enjoys the luxury of influencing the price. So the price making power will be in the hands of the seller. So he'll influence the price in order to earn more profits. So if a seller is selling a non-identical good in the market, then he can raise the prices and earn profits. So if the seller is selling different goods and unique product in the market, then he can raise the prices. So by raising the prices, definitely he can earn more profit. So high profit, what it will do? No, it will attract other sellers also to enter into the market, and they will also start to sell that product. So after that, who are incurring losses can very easily exit the market. So just opposite. If by selling a product, if any seller is facing loss, means he can exit the market. He can go out of the market. Under that, we are going to discuss about different types of market under imperfect competition. For example, first we are going to discuss about monopoly. So monopoly means it has been derived from the combination of two Greek words, that is mono and poly. Here mono means single and poly means seller. Here monopoly market, it refers to a market situation in which there is only one seller of a commodity. For example, you can take Indian Railways as an example for monopoly. Hence, there is no scope for competition. So, no other private individuals can take this opportunity to run trains, isn't it? So, there is no scope for competition. Still, some economists observe that there will always be potential threat to the monopolist in this market. Next one, definition. Monopoly, it is a market structure. So, the characteristic of this monopoly market structure is single seller selling the unique product with the restriction no other firm can enter into the market selling the same product. So restriction for a new firm to enter the product. Monopoly is a form of market where there is a single seller selling a particular commodity for which there are no close substitutes also for that product. Now features of monopoly: single producer or seller of a product. The product will be unique and it has no close substitute. Strict barrier: other firms cannot enter into the market easily. There are some restrictions. As the producer is a single seller or a producer, he is a price maker and he can earn maximum profit or abnormal profit. Now, sources of monopoly power. First one, natural monopoly. Ownership of the natural raw materials like gold mines. It belongs to Africa. Coal mines and nickel belongs to Canada. So these sectors comes under natural monopoly. Next one, state monopoly means single supplier. Already I told you, railways in India, it is an example for monopoly or some special services. Next one, legal monopoly. A monopoly firm can get its monopoly power by getting rights, that is some trademark from the government. So then now you know what is meant by monopoly, features of monopoly and sources of monopoly power. Now we are going to discuss about monopolistic competition. It refers to a market situation where there are many firms but selling different products. So there is competition which is keen though not perfect among many firms making very similar products. So no firm can have any influence on price output policies of the other sellers, nor can it be influenced by their actions. Here perceptible means noticeable. So thus monopolistic competition refers to competition among large number of sellers producing close but not perfect substitutes for each other. Now features of monopolistic competition. So the important features of monopolistic competition are: there are large number of buyers and many sellers. Here in this picture you can see some examples for monopolistic competitions. Here toothpaste, we have variety of flavors and variety of companies, or different companies are producing the product. In the same way, bath soaps. Okay, now firms under monopolistic competition are price makers. So they will decide the price for the product. They set their own prices. Then differentiated products. So it is the key element of the monopolistic competition. Free entry and exit of firms. So there will be no restrictions to any firm. So free entry and exit of firms will be there. Firms compete with each other by incurring selling cost or expenditure on sales promotion. So they can follow different ways to increase their sales. They can compete with each other. Next one, non-price competition. So non-price competition means increase its sales and profit through product variation. So it is a very important feature for monopolistic competition. And a firm can follow an independent price policy. Next one, duopoly. It is a special case of theory of oligopoly in which there are only two sellers. So both the sellers are completely independent and no agreement exists between them. In the case of duopoly market structure, even though they are independent, a change in the price and output of one will affect the other. For example, two brands will be occupying the market. So in our country also, for example, we can take Visa versus MasterCard, and at present Netflix versus Amazon Prime. So these are all some of the examples of duopoly at present. Next, if we move to monopsony, it is a market structure in which there is only one buyer of a good or a service. Only one person will be the buyer. So if there is only one customer, that customer has monopsony power in the market for a good. So it is an analogous. Analogous means comparable to monopoly, but monopsony has market power on demand side rather than supply side, because the person who is going to buy is having the power to fix the price. Now, bilateral monopoly, it refers to a market situation in which a single producer, that is monopolist of a product, faces a single buyer, that is monopsonist of that product. So, for example, we can take lignite mine and a lignite based power station. So, since transport of lignite is not economical, the power station is located close to that mine. So, the mine is monopolistic in producing lignite, and as the only buyer, the power station acts as a monopsony. Next one, characteristics of duopoly. Each seller is fully aware of his rival's motive and action. So, he will be thorough the knowledge and he will be aware of his opposite's motives and actions. So, both sellers may collude. There may be some problems among them. They agree on all matters regarding the sale of the commodity. They have to integrate together. They have to join together in all the decision making processes, and they have to agree on all the matters, even if they have any collusion. They may enter into cutthroat competition. Cutthroat competition means competing in a strong and unfair way without considering any harm caused to others. Next, there is no product differentiation in this duopoly. They fix the price for their product. Their only aim is to maximize their profit. Next, oligopoly. It is a market situation in which there are a few firms selling similar or differentiated products. Example, we can take oil and gas. So, it is difficult to pinpoint the number of firms in competition among the few. So, with only a few firms in the market, the action of one firm is likely to affect the others. Now, features of oligopoly. Few large firms. Very few big firms own the major control of the whole market. Next one, independence among firms. The price and quality decisions of a particular firm are independent. Group behavior. The firms under oligopoly realize the importance of mutual cooperation. The oligopolist could raise sales by advertising and as well as by improving the quality of the product. Nature of the product means homogeneous products, and imperfect oligopoly which deals with heterogeneous products. Similar, homogeneous means similar and heterogeneous means dissimilar. Next one, price rigidity. It implies that prices are difficult to be changed. So, the oligopolistic firms do not change their price due to the fear of rivals' reaction. Okay children, today we discussed about different types of market under imperfect competition. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you children.